Hey, this is Rob, founder of Koyfin. I wanted to tell you about the new equity screener we just released that'll help you find any stock based on any fundamental or technical values that you're looking for. This will help you find the perfect long or the perfect short. Let me show you how it works. The My Screens tab is located on the left-hand side in the top section. And let me create my first screen. When you have your create screen dialog, there's going to be 4 sections that you need to fill out. The first thing is I'm going to name my screen. So let me name my screen Tech Stocks with High Growth. Then you're going to have to select the trading region where you want the filter to focus. So I could either select all the trading regions, or for this example, I'm just going to select the United States. Next, you define your securities. The primary securities flag is automatically assigned to yes. What this means is it's going to filter all the secondary securities. So for example, Apple has securities trading in Argentina and Ukraine, and this would filter those out where only the primary security, which for Apple would be in the US, would be shown in the results. Let me add another criteria to this, which is I want only the tech stocks. So let me choose the sector here, and here I'm going to choose information technology to be the only sector that I have here. And let me filter my results by the criteria that I want. So market cap greater than 50 million is automatically selected here. You can change that. And let me select my other criteria, which is I want forward revenue growth, FY2, to be high. So the way this works is this field has a min and a max, and the gray values here tell you that in this universe, this is the minimum value and this is the maximum value that's available to display, or that's available to filter for this universe. Now, I could put in a minimum and a maximum value, but if I only put in a minimum value, then it'll just assume that I want greater than or equal to the minimum value. So here, let me put 20% as my minimum value, and I'm going to leave my maximum value blank. So this will give me all the results greater than 20% sales growth. Let me create my screen. So now these are the screen results. These are all the stocks that match my screen. Stocks that trade in the US in the tech sector where sales growth is greater than 20%. Now I can also add columns to the screen and see what the values for different metrics looks like for these stocks. So for example, if I add EV to sales to see how expensive these stocks are. And then let's say I also want to add a summary row to see the median for this universe. So now I have EV to sales, and all the way at the bottom, because I added a summary row, I now have median. So I know that the median stock here trades at 4.9 times EV to sales, and it's growing at about 29% on a median basis. I could also sort this by the revenue number to see which stocks have the highest growth. And see here, this is a number that can't be calculated, but you see some of these really, really high numbers. And then kind of like in the middle of the pack, it gets to more normalized double-digit numbers here. The other thing that I could do here is I can download the results to a CSV file by clicking this button, or I can copy this screen to a watch list. So let me do that and show you how that works. It's going to ask me what to name it. And now I have a watch list here in my watch lists, which has these names, the screen results. And the thing that I can do now that it's my watch list, I can then select any one of my views. So this is my default view that it was copied with. And now I can, let's say, look at my table view 3 with some other metrics that I have here for my other watch list. So we've really made a big effort to try and integrate my screens with my watch list in a seamless way, so you could go back and forth in your analysis. Now let me go back to my screens and just show you that you can create as many screens as you want by clicking this plus button here. So I can create a new screen. You can also duplicate a screen, so I can duplicate this previous screen. And let's say now I want to modify the criteria here by adding some different filters. So let's say that I want to see the stocks in my previous filter, but also want to see the stocks where the price target difference versus the current price is on average, let's say more than 70%. And notice here that automatically now this shows me how many stocks match this criteria. So 77 stocks match this criteria. Let me actually add another criteria here. I'm going to go back to this field here where we talk about price target, and let me do the number of targets. And what this will show me is actually I'm going to filter out stocks which only have several analysts. So I want stocks that only have 10 or more analysts covering the stock. So I'll put 10 here, and I only have 9 stocks that fit this criteria. And these are the 9 stocks. So Twilio, AppLovin, GDS, and so on. And these are the stocks that are growing quickly in 2 years out in FY2. The target price for consensus, the consensus average is more than 70% above the current price, and more than 10 analysts are covering the stock. This could be a really interesting filter or screen for me to follow. I hope this gives you a sense of how our screener works. It's been one of the most requested features that we've had, and we really worked hard to create something that's super useful, and we hope you find it useful as well. Thank you.